Okay, guys, coming up next, we are going to find out where the Sears Tower is. Okay, I know you're wondering what I'm talking about, but this was actually a man's dream to write a book all about it. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Allen, and we've been talking about living out your dream today, and I am sitting with a man who is not only living out his dream, but actually wrote it in a book where he can cherish it forever. Tad Mitchell, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are on today because not only are you out there pursuing your dream, but you have it documented for the rest of your life. Where is the Sears Tower was actually a dream of yours for years. Let's talk about this book a little bit.
Yeah, really writing the book is kind of a love story. My wife and I, we got married kind of young. A year later, we had a child, and she really never got a chance to pursue her career. So 15 years ago, I had this idea. Let's write a book, a children's book. She's an artist, so she would do the artwork, I would write it. 10 years ago, I started writing. 5 years ago, I all but gave up. No artwork yet.
Oh, no, yeah, and look
But then, she just, out of nowhere, she starts painting. The first painting took her like a year.
Wow.
And then the other paintings took her like 300 hours each, and her friends would ask her, what in the world are you doing this for? And she said, I'm doing it because I want to make my husband's dreams come true.
Oh, that is precious. And what a great wife you have. You can see some of her artwork behind you. I mean, it's just fabulous. And so it took how long for one piece, you said?
300 hours approximately.
300 hours. You have to have patience to be a painter, apparently, because I am one that if I'm painting something, I get it done in about 10 minutes. Right. So I would not be the best to illustrate your book, but I mean, this is fabulous. So all the pictures are original, and so this is a collaborative dream. We would have loved to have your wife here today, but she's out of town. So of course, we wanted to hear about the book. So tell us what exactly what goes on in the book.
Well, the book's about Peter, a pigeon. He comes to Chicago to visit his grandpa, who lives at the Willis Tower. Before he leaves, his mom tells him, remember to follow your inner compass. And so when he gets to Chicago, he starts asking directions. Where is the Sears Tower? That's where the name of the book comes from. And on his way, he finds out that it's no longer called the Sears Tower.
Yeah, and that's a bummer. Bummer in the book. How did he handle that?
Well, he just rolled with it, and he starts saying, where is the Willis Tower?
Oh,
and then,
so he just followed that inner compass and changed his paradigm.
But then he gets to, another character, Princess, the dog back here, and when he asks, where's the Willis Tower, she says, you mean, where's the Sears Tower?
So she goes back to the original way, so he's not so bummed out. So. Right,
so the book really captures, how Chicago feels about it. We have respect for the Willis Tower, but we really would have preferred if the name stayed Sears Tower.
I just love the building in general. It's such a great staple of Chicago. When people come in, I know it's one of the first things visitors ask to see. They're like, can we go? Regardless if they call it the Sears or Willis, I know what they're talking about. I'm going to get them down there. So this book is absolutely phenomenal on more levels. Talk about this inner compass. Like, how did you come up with that idea? That's a great, children's books are always great because it kind of instills some values.
Yeah, the inner compass is huge. When we got kind of towards the end of the book, my wife was critiquing my work, and she said, look, my paintings are really, really good. They're masterpieces. Your writing needs to be a masterpiece. And so that's when I worked in the inner compass. Peter, but when he leaves, his mom says, your dad always used to tell me to follow my inner compass. And it's the thing that, and Peter's like, oh yeah, easy, Mom. I know how to fly in the dark. I can fly in the fog, and Peter's mom is like, no, Peter, not that inner compass. The one that tells you what the right choice is and makes you feel good in your heart when you follow it. And so the really cool thing about the book is when he gets to Chicago and he starts asking directions, all these characters have very, very strong personalities. Right. And he uses his inner compass to make the right choices when he's facing these very strong personalities. A lot of parents and teachers tell us it's an excellent teaching, tool for kids because it creates real-life scenarios where kids, they need to make decisions, and they can refer back to Peter. What would Peter have done here?
And in a way that the inner compass fits in so great with the show, just following your dreams even, and getting to where all the guests have gotten to where they are today. And, they had to follow some compass to get to where they are. So yeah, exactly. That's incredible. And where do you want to go in the future? What are your future dreams?
Actually this book, I have this book is kind of a means to an end. And I really have a bigger dream in my life. But sometimes dreams are a little bit embarrassing, and so what I want to ask you is, if I share this dream, will you share your dream with me, Whitney?
I will share my dream, but you go first.
Okay. My dream is really to have a whole wheat bread store. For years, I sold bread, 18 loaves of bread to my neighbors, and I asked my neighbors, why do you buy it? And they're like, well, it's good, and my kids love it better than the white bread. And so we actually tried to pursue that dream a little bit earlier. My wife said, well, let's do the book now, see if we can make enough money to do the bakery.
So the dream is going to lead to another dream.
Right.
That is great. I'm so glad you shared.
So what's yours?
Well, it's funny you should ask. I am living exactly the dream, Tad. This show was always something that I thought I would always do. I just never imagined I would get to do it at the age I am now and just keep pushing forward. I guess one day it'd be weekdays with Whitney. Maybe we just could take it 5 days a week. So I guess that's my dream as well. I've never been where someone turns the table on me and asks me a question, but very good interviewing skills. I'll know who can fill in for me. So Tat, I love the book. Thank you for coming on and opening up about your dream, your wife. I mean, the whole story behind how you both got to the point where you are writing this book is just a collaborative effort and dream, and I think it just totally came together great. So thank you for coming on and sharing today with us.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, coming up next, we are going to meet a woman.